Happy Monday, everyone.
Hello.
Nice to see you guys. And hopefully your weekend was pretty productive and made good sales. Not a great weekend. I mean, we had a lot of packages, but that didn't mean we had a whole lot of sales. We had a lot of packages on the secondary store.
Yes.
That's the good news. A couple good days for that store considering. And Friday was good for the main store. And we had like 350 on Saturday and Sunday on the main. So nothing to get panicky about. No sales today, by the way. Don't know if I like that or not, but I'm just going to keep plugging away. And here we are, end of Q3, going into Q4. And I guess the question I have for everyone is, how many of you guys are ready? If you're taking an honest look at your business, can you really say that you're ready for Q4? Now, in order to get ready for Q4 with us, to kind of answer that question, I was reflecting on last year, right? So what are the pain points that you dealt with last year? What are some things that you want to improve on last year, right? So maybe after Q4 was over, maybe you kind of analyze things and you're like, well, I wish I would have done this differently, right? So that's the way I approach this year's Q4. Now, of course, I approached this year's Q4 ahead of time, which you should be doing. You should be doing a month, at least a month out, planning it out, right? But for me, it was about how do we keep the inventory coming in, right? And I don't want to be in the situation I was in last year where I felt like I was scrambling and I couldn't find the merchandise I needed, the good stuff to get listed. So now with that said, I have this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm picking up a pallet each day. Of course, it's going to our storage unit, which is awesome. Next Tuesday, I'm picking up another, or the Tuesday after, I'm picking up another one. So that's 5 pallets worth, plus the 2 that I left here that I'm listing. And I think from here on out, now a lot of people say, well, you're overbuying. Maybe you shouldn't buy so much. And my answer to that is you need to have backstock. It's very, very important that if you do this full time, that you don't find yourself one day with like, oh, I only have a couple items to list. I have nothing else to sell. That's kind of what I was dealing with last year. So I have plenty of backstock. It's not death pile by any means. If you want to call death pile, I guess we have a death pile, like 2 tubs full of those water shoes, which we're going to list in spring. I'm not even going to waste my time with those. Those are in the storage unit. So that's pretty much the only death pile I think we have. Everything else just needs to get listed. And we have plenty of inventory that we are going to be having to list. So I've solved my pain point going forward. And I'm not going to be buying really any more pallets unless they're really good deals. I'm getting some really good stuff in these pallets. So I'm going to be really, really
and
looking.
Then you come to us on Friday and say, hey, I'm picking up pallets on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Well, that's the plan, right? That's the plan. I mean, we can always deviate from the plan, but to me, it's not an addiction to buying, really. It's just finding good things like the one I just bought, the pallet I just bought. If I get the top item in that pallet in used condition, it'll pay for the whole pallet. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And I have plenty of room in the storage unit. So I'm going to be doing a video at some point kind of showing you, that we still have a lot of room to work with. So what is your plan? Hopefully you have a plan. If you're not having a plan and you're just winging it, I think that's where we start to fail, is when we don't have an idea of what we want to do. Now, Q4 for many is sort of a special time of year. I just don't want to. The problem with this is with Q4 with me is it's normally like January or May. It doesn't really matter the time of the year, but I do notice the market changes, and that's why I didn't have a lot of inventory last year, because I didn't adjust to a lot of other people coming out buying stuff and outbidding me on pallets and individual pieces. So now it's different. So I'm going to see what that does. But what is your plan? What is your strategy to tackle Q4 and to do better with Q4? So I want to talk about that. And also, we're going to have a giveaway. And it's one of the new sponsors of the channel, and really think you guys are going to like this. And it's worth sticking around for. It's not, we're not give like stickers away or anything like that. This is actually something that's really
useful
good
for your business.
Yeah, most of you guys would want it. I believe. I think most of you would. 6 months ago, I would have wanted it. Before getting one of these myself. So we're going to do that near the end of the show. So this is why it's always, I'd say, if you can make the show rather than watch it after the fact, it's always a benefit to being here on the lives for this channel, because StreamYard, they have a tool where you can get in there and do a giveaway with those who are in the chat. And so if you normally aren't in the chat watching, make sure you're in the chat so that you can be part of the giveaway. And like I said, it'll probably be closer to, middle to end of the show at some point. So, and this all depends on your chat, right? So what you guys put in the chat, the more active you are with your comments and questions, the longer this show goes, because generally I will go through, I'm a firm believer that if you've taken the time to say something to us in the chat, then it's worth my time to at least read what you have to say. A lot of people
within reason.
There's
some that just like to hear him say funny things.
Yeah, and if it's a sidebar conversation, then I'm going to try to avoid that. So hopefully you guys have some reselling issues, questions, things that have come up.
Don't have any reselling issues.
Well, but there could be good issues. Issues doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, right?
Well, let's
so
not say it in a negative connotation.
I wasn't. Issues being that maybe, hey, I've got more sales than I can deal with. That's an issue, right? That's a good issue. So hopefully you guys are in that ballpark. And what's your outlook for Q4? Tomorrow starts Q4. What's your feeling about it? I mean, I'm just some yahoo that feels like it's not going to be anything special. I'm hopeful that a lot of people come to eBay and buy stuff, but I'm not all that optimistic. I'm not. Pitco Keith says, hello, John and Jenna and the awesome FAE family.
And he was first.
He was. Flipping from the trailer says, hello, how's everyone today?
Oh my gosh, I love your little sticker. Look at that's so
drinking
cute.
My pumpkin spice
cream-based
frappuccino.
Don't tell Beard.
Why, he doesn't like it?
He hates pumpkin anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should just call him Pumpkin.
Well, no, because that's Tyler's nickname.
Oh, okay.
But he's Pumpkin.
Mike Camparelli says, hi, John and Jenna in chat. After about 6 weeks of very steady, good sales, it slowed down for me to about 50% of normal. Ooh. Sent out 5 packages today. At least it didn't drop to 0.
That's
Bring
true.
on Q4.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a lull.
So how was your Q3? We talk about Q4, right? So have you looked at, and I got to admit, I haven't even thought about it until I asked that question, but how was your Q3? So the last, and it won't allow me, this quarter, here we go. Same period as last quarter. We are up 14.4% in net sales.
Where do you see that?
Up here to the right.
Where?
Okay. Well, I can't do that because I'm gonna mess up my other screen. Right there. Okay. So we're up 14.4%, and that is as compared to. Okay, that's fair. July 1 to September 30th, as compared to April 1st to June 30th, we're up because we had a strong summer. So Today ends Q3 where we had a really, really strong summer. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to say we're up 14.4% this quarter, or Q4 over Q4 2023. So stay tuned for that one. So have you run that report? I mean, even the number of items we sold went up. Our ASP went up to $81, up 10%. I don't think I've ever had $81 ASP, which is strong. I'm happy about that. And, just going to keep pushing forward and keep trying to grow. And I really do think that the changes that we made this last week, where we have the storage unit, we're going to be, everything new is going to be put into that storage unit, and we're just going to make that part of our process. I think it's really going to help us get the room that we need. And not feel like, well, I can't list these things because I have nowhere to put it. Mike says, I really prepped for Q4 this year, and it paid off. All my Halloween items were listed late August, and most sold already. Listing Christmas now and have made a few sales.
Nice.
And I really do think that if you're selling stuff for Halloween, you really want to get that stuff sold by today. And I know that there's going to be a lot of last minute people buying stuff for Halloween next month. And the reason why I say have it sold by today, really by like a few days ago, because of your 30-day return policy. How many items do people buy for Halloween and they're really renting your item? It's, they do the Halloween thing and they're like, well, I mean, I can send it back and I don't have to store this anywhere. So that's why I really dislike selling stuff in October for Halloween. Mike Camparelli picked up a nice lot of vintage, new out of stock Hallmark ornaments for cheap on Saturday, listing them for $15 to $20 a pop, $1.25 each. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Get that stuff sold. Keith says, seems like things are looking up for you, Mike. I think so. He's cleared a lot of the space, the dead weight that he had in his shed. So consistency is certainly the real secret, I think, of reselling. No matter what you're selling, it's the consistency. And we're at a $200 day on Saturday on the secondary store, and it's like that's never happened. And I noticed when I take a break from listing from that store a couple days that the sales just die. There's no offers, there's no sales, there's really nothing. And so I'm really trying to build that secondary store. If I can get 1,500, 2,000 items in that store, I'm not going to care, because that's just my throwaway store. I think by building it, I think it's going to, bring the sales up. My main focus is keeping the main store where it's really lean, have the high ASP stuff, get rid of the stuff that I still have in there that isn't moving, that's slowing my sell-through rate down. And I think that, having 200 to 300 items in that store of just solid stuff is the way to go. That's my formula, at least. Let's see. Pitt goes, I'm going to keep listing each day. I think that's a good idea that all should do. Is I know that there's no requirement to list each day. And eBay's even said that you don't need to list each day. eBay wants the activity. You're in the account doing stuff. But I really believe that by listing every day, you're introducing new inventory to your buyer. And, you might have some duds in there. But if you are listing decent stuff every day, it's going to help even. I've seen it. It's going to help even the stuff that's been sitting. Keith, I'm not really doing much on eBay. I'm still working on logistics of the electronics recycling thing and a few legal hoops you got to jump through in regards to waste. But it's coming together. I have secured the sourcing for getting all the electronic items. Got all workshop set up, etc. Nice. And just some red tape to sort out that both eBay and the waste part so that it can be tracked. That's the British government. So regulations. How many people feel, and this is just a question, not trying to get political with anybody, but just wondering out loud, how many people really love regulations? So who feel, like, hey, you know what, if we could just get all this stuff regulated, it's sort of like an HOA. You have to have, now some people think, hey, if it's not for the HOA, we had people with bad, with like weeds in their yards and, cars in their grass, and, it wouldn't be a good place to live.
Relationship.
Right. So regulations really keep people on, the path of where in this case, let's say the government or eBay wants you to be, right? All the rules that they create. But how many people feel like, you know what, I can do all these things without being told to do all these things? That's kind of where I feel. Henri Squaw says, howdy, John, Jen, and FAE chat. The light shined on me over the weekend. Today has been slow. Yeah, someone needs to go and change the light bulb in our lighthouse.
Is going.
Yeah.
The light is spinning too fast.
Yeah.
It's jumping to the next person way too quickly. It needs to slow down.
Well, hit that like and grab that sale. Yes, if you hit the like button You're going to get a sale within the next 24 hours. I just don't know how it works, but it does. So
well,
just take my
lots
word
of people have already gotten their sales.
See, you get that good vibe, and I need to hit the like button myself. So over here, lock and load.
Yes.
Joe, hello, FA people. Nice to see you.
Are you stuttering? What's going on? Are you okay?
What are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Hello.
Are you done making fun of me?
I'm just wondering when.
How do you know I don't have an issue going on here?
I know.
You're making fun of me? Okay.
I know.
Silver Hair says diatribe. Yes. That wasn't that bad, though. It wasn't that bad. I mean, you said that right when I started. Southern Vermont is with us. Southern Vermont
Yay.
Vintage.
Hello.
Rise and Grind Picker. Q4 isn't coming this year like it did last few.
I agree with you.
I just don't have that excited feling that's in the air. You know,
I think ours is different because we're nervous from what happened last year. Even though we've done everything in our power to make it so it doesn't happen again, I just think there's a little bit of hesitation going into Q4 with us.
But it's not like it's that bad, though. It's just more of we haven't been overwhelmed by Q4 in quite some time. Last year wasn't great. The year before that was even worse. I haven't seen a really good Q4 since 2019.
No, 2020.
I don't know if that was that great.
Yeah, it was.
Was it great?
Yeah.
Why was it great?
It was good.
Why was it great?
I know that it was good because it was good.
You have the numbers on that?
No, I don't have any numbers, but you want to know how I know?
This is someone that has a bad memory.
Do you want to know how I know? Because I can tell you when John is telling me, don't go crazy around the holidays, which he always does. But when it's more of a, I can hear it in the fear in his soul. It's very strange.
Wow, that's really weird. I don't even know myself that well. Look, this one here, she likes to buy a lot of Christmas gifts. She would buy a Christmas gift for everyone she knows. And she won't even look at how much she's spending. She'll just buy it, right? That scares the hell out of me. Even when things are going good.
But that's not totally true. I am very good at finding deals and looking here, there, and everywhere. But I will pay for something that I can't find somewhere else.
Yeah, well, to me, Christmas is just another holiday. It doesn't have the same.
Well, being that we're the grandparents now, I mean, of course, it's not so exciting for our kids anymore, but it is for our grandchildren. And that's what brings me joy, along with my nieces and my nephew. Those are the children that we,
Well, Kevin Hawthorne is with us. He won't tell us where he's at.
Hi, Kevin.
But,
I hope you're safe.
He seems to be okay if he's watching us.
I hope all of you guys. I know, Chastity, you're in North Carolina. I am praying for every single person, family, animal that has been affected by Hurricane Helene. I am seeing some of the most devastated towns I've ever seen in my life, like literally wiped off the map. And I don't know that, I don't watch mainstream TV, but from what I hear, it's not even being reported how bad it really is. And just know that we're praying for you guys.
Yeah. And you know what? If you're in those affected areas, just get yourself.
Yeah. Don't worry about the
sales will be there.
Well, not even that. Not even that. Material things are not what is important right now. Yeah. Your life, your family's lives, your friends' lives, your animals. That it's very scary. Our daughter lives in North Carolina, but thank God she's on the east coast of North Carolina.
Semper Fi's in the house. Slow sales and made par of what I get, but still listing and plugging away. Larry Todd, I'm ready. I have tons of great new inventory to break the bank.
Uh-oh, what'd you get now?
More toothbrushes for the holders. Daddy Game says, here is a very productive week for all, hitting that like for a sale.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Diamond Roy, I started reselling mid-October of last year, so this will be my first full Q4. Nice. So hopefully you'll see an uptick from the other quarters. Just depends on what I'm a firm believer it's what you sell.
Yeah.
For us, our Q4 busiest time of the year, the last 2 years has been in the summer. So I'm not having a lot of expectations.
We have a very unique selling experience compared to most people.
Chastity doesn't have any power.
Oh my God.
But yet you have the power to watch us. So thank you very much.
Well, I'm sure she has generators and things of that nature. But my God, she's had it. It's been out since Friday? No, it was longer than that. Friday?
Southern Vermont vintage. By the look at the piles in every room, I would say ready for Q4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for 2025. Yeah, I've got a lot out there, and for me, in the garage, I still have a huge pile, and I still have that one rack with stuff on it. And my thought was, look, I'm going to go and take this stuff to the storage unit, and next week I'm going to be bringing it back anyway. So just keep it here. Let's get it listed, and then we're going to do our routine of going back and forth, getting stuff.
And you have to remember too that our piles look exponentially bigger because we sell very large items. So it may look like a big mess right next to him where he's, trying to move and work. But when he's actually standing right there, there's maybe only 10 to 15 items sitting right there. So it's just that they're big and they're bulky and their boxes are screwed. So
GRKR 1964. My experience is that we're really only about a month of really good sales in Q4. Mm-hmm. Are we talking like middle November to middle December, right? That's sort of the sweet spot. Samantha, good evening, FAA viewers. Hi, John and Jenna. How are you doing? Good weekend?
It was an okay weekend.
Busy weekend. I mean, Saturday was pretty much, you think it's not going to take you a long time to literally go from here, like 2 miles away and back, and take just carloads of stuff back and forth.
I can tell you my arms are sore from those stupid toilet seats.
From what? You brought the toilet seats.
Yes.
From that room
to the driveway. It doesn't matter. I don't work out. I don't lift weights. And so when you're doing something that you're not used to doing, damn it, my arms are sore. There was, how many was there? I think I counted 26.
Is that what we have left?
I don't know, but it hurts my arms.
DM Ephemera says, hi, everyone. Mark the calendar. John is on time. Sales up and down, but had bad sinus infection for the weeks. Didn't list much. Better now. And listing sales are up.
You list what you sell. Better.
Yeah. You list more, you sell more. It's certainly.
That's true.
And it's really not because you're listing more, you're selling more. You're just adding more new things to your store. If you list more things that have no demand, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of sales more than what you have now. Junk Trader, Anissa, hello, out walking and listening.
Oh, nice. Enjoying the air.
Well, you're not in Vegas, that's for sure. It's 105 degrees or whatever the heck it is today. Yeah. You wouldn't be walking out here.
Yeah.
And DM Ephemera just got the thumbs up sale. We have Mike Seller. Thanks for being
here.
And Ranger. It's a good time to be a Vikings fan. Yeah, they're playing good. That's for sure. 2-player mode, MD. I started full-time last mid-November. This will be my first Q4.
Nice.
Larry Todd says, who needs Q4? I sold enough the first 3 to last me to January. I mean, really, it's. Do you guys think Q4 is overhyped? We talk about Q4 as like the time to resell, but how many people kind of feel the way I do? It's like just another quarter. But, it's worth talking about because I think there's some people who take a break in Q3, like during the summer, and then they come back just for this Q4 and want to know if you guys feel like it's the time of year to resell or it's just another quarter.
I just feel like it's in the last few years, it's just another quarter. I mean, for us.
Keith, I took a look at what I was selling most and compared that with trends and markets. That's why I structured in different direction on eBay, just setting everything up almost there, just red tape. Yeah, especially electronics. Look, I really think there's a lot of people who fear selling electronics, and if you fear selling electronics, that means you're afraid of the 5%, and I mean that with the 5% of the buyers that have bad intentions. And I think I'm being overly conservative with that number. I think it's more like 2% really of buyers are just, they have bad intentions, right? They'll buy your item, swap it out, or whatever. Most people who are buying your items, regardless of what you're selling, have good intentions. They honestly just want a good product to fulfill a need. And this fear that we have, well, I can't sell electronics because, I get a lot of returns. I've got 6% returns. And if I was selling within a niche, I would be kind of like, this is not a good idea because it'll knock me down. But because I sell so many different items, having that high of a return rate doesn't hurt me the way it would someone who sells just electronics. Artsy Planty Chick, I think I got that right. First time I catch the live show. So excited. We're excited to have you.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Semperfi 1918. My plan is like last year, attempt to kill the death pile and organize my storage area.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you're probably running out of time, especially if things tend to get busier for you. Make sure you're doing some inventory, making sure that you have stuff everything that's on your shelf is listed, because that's wasted space. If you have something that's on the shelf that's been taken down by eBay, it happens more than you know, then that's space that really is not being used properly. So we try to go out there twice a year. I don't think we've done that yet, but we need to do that here very soon.
Done that in a while.
And get out there and just make sure, okay, all these items in rack 1, okay, are they here? Can they be accounted for? And then you go to the second rack or tub or whatever you have your stuff set up as. And it takes some time, probably a 2-person job, because you have someone telling you what the item is. Yeah, I have it here. Best way to do it is having a SKU. You have, let's say, rack 1 or just the number 1 or A1 or whatever you have it set up as in your SKU. And then you can sort it by SKU in your listed items. So now you have everything in bin A1, for instance. Okay, so you're going through everything in bin A1. Can you account for all of it? Yes. If you have stuff in bin A1 that's not listed, well, it's time to get that thing listed. And if you have stuff that's listed but not there, now you have to go on a hunt to find out where that item is. So it happens to all of us. And eBay, I don't know why they do it, but many times there's items that get just removed, unlisted, and we have to get back in there and get it listed.
So I have a question. So rack 7 and 9, do they still exist?
No, it's 8.
On the number, on the SKU number?
In our store, I need to convert them.
Sold all of those.
I need to convert it to 8 because I renamed those 8 now.
I get
6,
what
8,
you've
10.
done, but what I'm saying is, are there still products in there on those racks or that rack that still say 7 and 9?
I don't think so, but I'll have to go and look. I don't have an answer to your question, but because you don't have to pick those things, that's not your problem.
Everything's my problem.
Spam says aloha from the 3 of us listening and listing.
Well, hello.
Nice to see you guys. Babs is with us, just saying hi from UK.
Oh, hello.
All right. And we have a lot of people that watch from the UK. We're sort of their late night. We're your late night TV show.
No, are they?
It's like 11:30 right now in UK. I think I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong or right or wrong, whatever. Maya says hello. Thanks for being here. You're thinking of Australia.
I'm thinking of Australia.
It's 7:30 in the morning in Australia. Rain Galaro says, my plan is to list my death room. Yeah, not pile room. Samantha says, Q4 is tomorrow, John. I'm nervous and cannot wait. Ready to see what will be. Yes, Q4 is tomorrow. And so we're as we say in the title, Q4 begins tomorrow. And we're just kind of seeing what was your plan? I mean, have you guys really taken action on getting a jump on Q4? I know a lot of people that I'm bidding up on these pallets against. They've been taking action weeks ago. I've been seeing the prices go up, and I'm not getting the same price point I was getting back in the summer. Well, I was wondering how chaotic the supply chain is going to be on the East Coast when they start the port strike tomorrow. Good point. I'm glad you brought that up. So the longshoremen, I don't know, it's the IL whatever
doesn't
union.
matter, but there's a lot of ports that are going to be affected.
Yeah.
Basically Texas and all of the East Coast.
Yeah. And the leader of that union sounds pretty like he's pretty dug in. He's not budging unless they get what they want. He's saying, and this kind of doesn't sit well with me. I mean, look, I understand that back when he wants to cite COVID, like we worked during COVID when nobody else was working during COVID, everyone was inside the house. Promise you they're getting paid good to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they want like a 70% raise over the life of the contract. Usually it's like 6 years is the length of these contracts. And yeah, it's kind of high. That's a lot. I mean, and look, 70% pay increase. Well, someone's got to pay for that. That's going to be passed on to the consumer. So we'll see what, the argument is they made hand over fist these last few years at these ports. So I don't know. It'll be a big shit show if it happens.
It's going to be bad situation.
Gail says, hi, John, Jenna, and FA family made it.
Hello, Gail.
JRKR 1964. It's not like a switch is pulled tomorrow and sales get great.
That is so true.
I hope. I mean, today sucks.
I mean,
0 sales for me. So I hope someone pulls that switch, the light switch, and
the light comes on.
The lighthouse, yeah.
The beam.
V-Trider, hello all. Last day to use the eBay coupon. Yes, last day to use the eBay coupon. But see, what I do is as soon as the new one hits, so for me, it's like one more day before I get my new coupon, so I can get in there and just be done with it.
Yeah, I want to get a couple of different things.
We need some boxes.
Yeah.
We need more boxes. We're running out of the 864s, and there's a smaller box that I kind of like to have.
I like the one that's one below that.
Yeah, it's like the 664 or something like that, and it's for our parts that we have. Let's see. Larry Todd, September sales up 128%. Wow, that's awesome, and that's month over month. How is it as compared to last September? We have Juanita says hi, anxious about fourth quarter, hoping we all get surprising good sales.
I hope so too.
Let's hope. Been watching a lot of stuff on the internet where people are like really kind of worried about, the next 2 months. Callie Debs says, hello, John, Jenna, and chat. Nice to see you, Callie Debs. Primo Chemo, he is the kinky sucker. Oh, snap, the pumpkin picker. Give me some good sound bites.
What? Pumpkin picker?
I think he's talking about bearded picker.
He's talking about beard.
Oh, pumpkin. It's going to be all right. Katie Pazdra says, went to a yard sale where homeowners were desperate to sell. New and used, $600 worth of stuff for only about $25.
Wow.
That's really good.
That's a deal.
Katie Pazdra, I hit the like button, got a sale about 1 minute later.
Yes.
It was waiting for you.
Works.
It was waiting for you that entire time. Ping's with us. Happy Monday, John and Jenna in the chat.
Hi, Ping.
I got Sid Moko. Hello from North Carolina.
Oh boy.
Q3 was great here. Last couple weeks have been slower, but I haven't been as active with listing new items. We talk about every once in a while throttling, right? Now, if you're in Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, have you noticed over the last few days, have your sales kind of plummeted out of nowhere? I'm wondering if maybe eBay will see that there's a situation happening like this hurricane in a certain area, and because they don't want buyers to have a bad experience, they like throttle that part of the country.
Well, I can tell you, like 90% of our sales were going to Florida. I think I only had maybe a couple for Texas and maybe a Washington or something.
We got Susan Pantoja. I think I have that right.
Hi,
Pantoja?
Susan. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, nice to see you. Nice to see you. We like new people. Callie Deb says, most of my Halloween decorations have already been sold. That's awesome.
Good.
That's perfect.
That's what you want.
Jerry Johnson says, hello, John and Jen and FAE.
Hi,
how you doing, Jerry? Nissa says, got my sale.
Yay!
I don't know, guys. Just hit the like button once. Don't do like Beard. He happens to like the double tap. That's
Beard
why he doesn't
has
get it.
a little twitch, and he doesn't know how to control
Look,
it.
Beard's my friend. Don't make fun of him like that.
Hey.
Sorry, Pumpkin. Diamond Roy says, I went back to that sale I talked about in the last live. I didn't get the shelves, but they did have a Nintendo 3DS XL. Paid $20 for it. They go for about $130 plus shipping. Nice. Yes, they do. Brenda says, remember I had 0 sales in September of last year, September 2024, 21. That means you're, what, 21,000% more than you did last year. That's awesome. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong with that, but JRKR 1964.
0 sales for an entire month. I can't even imagine.
But okay, does that have something to do with maybe she's more active in the listing
Brenda
this year?
She is part-time, and she only does eBay like as a side little thing to do.
But if we're comparing like Larry Todd, he's had a really good September versus his August. I'm willing to bet he was a little bit more active with some pretty good stuff this month as compared to last month.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, people who do this as, well, some do it as a hobby and just do it because they love it. Some do it because they have to, because that's their bills. Then it's paying their bills. And then there's some who are doing it part-time for a little extra money on the side, and they, don't put as much thought like we do into the products and all the intricate details.
So Babs says, sick of death of regulations. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it just like, you can't do this. You have to list 5 items on Fridays, but no more. I mean, I'm just exaggerating there, but
that's the kind of regulations you guys
are
talking
it's
about.
Just what you can and cannot do, like we're children. I don't like that. Brenda Smith says, oh, I forgot to say hello to everyone. Well, hello to you. And Josh wants us to give the channel away. Should we give it to him?
Huh?
On the title, it says channel giveaway. Actually, we're going to give yours away.
What?
The title says channel giveaway.
What does that even mean?
It means that we're giving something away on the channel. Now, I guess I could have maybe explained it.
That's the stupidest way to title a giveaway I've ever seen in my life. Okay. I didn't even know that was there.
Okay. Well, next time I'll have you set up the live stream, ma'am.
You are giving your channel away.
Yes, we're giving it. You just ruined the surprise. But you have to do videos 3 times a week, and you have to take over this live stream and promise to do it on Mondays and Fridays like we do every week. Pitco says, we hate regs in UK, far too many.
It sounds like you guys have way more than
we do. They do.
Maya. But also, and that's a soapbox I don't want to go down. Never mind.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Maya says, I mean, it depends on the regulations. I like regulations for things like planes and cars.
Yes.
Asking about regulations is such a broad question, right?
Yes.
So how far is too far when it comes to eBay or, let's say, the government entities creating policies that affect us resellers? Like, heck, I don't know. What could they come up with? Like Keith's thing. Like, you have to, if you're selling recycled electronics, you have to go in and get this license or do that thing to be able to sell that type of an item. Glenda says, hi, everybody. Late again, spraying weeds.
Yeah, better. I mean, hopefully it's cool outside for you.
Well, it's better to spray them than to smoke them. Right, Dave Harrington, if you're watching us? Silver Hair says, bought a watch in April for $100, sold this week for $6,200. That's awesome.
Wow, what kind of freaking watch is that?
Well, I guess he's going to be going on a cruise here pretty soon.
That's true.
Junk Trader just got another one after being dead all day.
Yay! We brought the life back to the store.
Devon's with us. Says, hello, I made it.
Hello, Devon.
We got Pot G Grimm says, listen, Jenna looks amazing as always, but John is looking like a snack today. Summer's ready for Q4. A snack? I always thought it was a meal. Okay. Junk Trader says, people eat more over the holidays, so they might need more toilet seats.
Oh.
I don't know. I think I think people go every day. I'm not sure. Maya says, once we get some snow, you'll have people shoveling their driveways who shouldn't be all ending up with broken hips. They'll be buying your toilet seats.
We don't wish that upon anybody.
No, I don't. I don't. And I got the first one back, and they're, in the thing, oh, it's still new. I don't know if you sat your naked butt on that toilet seat.
Oh, God, okay.
Not anything I want to sell as new.
Not anything I want to picture either.
Jenna's a heart of gold.
Aww,
a big heart.
Thanks.
And Pumpkin's with us. Hello, Moistlings.
Moist
Chastity. Hopefully that doesn't stick. I feel bad if that did.
What?
Pumpkin. Hey, sorry I missed y'all this morning on Todd's show. Was at a coworker's who was power and internet, or who had power internet, so I could help out the full-time gig. Forgot my earbuds. Ooh. Silver hair. Jenna, you get a car and you get a car. No, we're not giving any Hot Wheels out.
I wish I could do that.
Mike so just got a double-barreled cha-ching, one right after the other. Make sure to hit that like button. That's awesome. Southern Vermont Vintage. Our family unfortunately had a lost COVID off. Santa is the word, so our holidays should be cheaper. Oh, COVID off Santa. Yeah. I wish that was the story I could stick to. I can't. We're going to have to buy Christmas gifts this year. Diamond Roy says, got my second ever Mercari sale yesterday. It's an Xbox 360 video. So with the no fees, it's pure gross profit. There you go. There you go. Denise Leviston. Hi, John and Jenna. Watch you guys Mondays and Fridays, even though I don't chime in. I hope your eBay business is going well. I'm gearing up for Q4. Listing as I watch. Well, Denise, thanks for watching.
Thank you for commenting, Denise. We're so glad to hear from you.
Yeah. We have 145 people. Usually that's about what we have watching. And I'd say only about 30 people bothered to comment. So if you're one of the ones that never comment, why not? Just say hi. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, we're going to need your participation if you want to try to win this prize that we're giving away. And no, it's not the channel. Anissa, yes, praying for all hits that are hit by this. Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah, Beard was doing messing around with his storage unit today. He called me today.
He probably got hurt.
He called me today from the storage unit, and we were chatting eBay stuff. Always good to talk to him, even though he does have a new nickname. Chastity, Friday morning, 7 a.m. No generator. Bit means to keep phone charged up. Yes, keep it charged up.
Yeah.
So Susan says, so sweet, Jen. I feel the same way. Hope y'all are safe. Yeah, everyone out there, make sure you're taken care of before worrying about all this other stuff.
Exactly.
Tommy Z says, have you talked about the new eBay glitch? I printed my shipping label on Saturday. The tracking didn't upload to the sale. Reason being eBay already gave the same track number 2 weeks earlier. That's no good.
Wow.
Now, is that isolated?
I can't manual add an error message states another seller already used it.
So can you go back in, cancel the label, and then redo it? Get another number and see if that helps. So cancel that label out, and then change mind or whatever reason, and then go in and run another label. That could help you. Maya says, Tommy, there's a way you can enter the tracking. I've had this happen before. I would try canceling it myself.
Yeah. Starting over.
Beard, 6.5 hours of moving inventory today. I'm not doing this again. I must have inspired you to do that with the whole storage unit thing. Here's Maya saying, Tommy Z, input the tracking like this. 420, 5-digit zip for buyer. Tracking should look like that. Interesting. Hopefully that would work. But if not, cancel that and just redo it.
Yeah.
Okay, so TikTok says, after a lot of exertion, eat a can of beets and drink the juice. Rub the sore areas with olive oil full of nitrates to help the muscles heal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
John won't do anything when it comes
I need no beets in my life.
Vegetables.
Beard says, it is a great time to be an Alabama fan. Roll Tide. That was you squeaked by. I sent you a text saying that you guys squeaked by. You never replied because that means you agree. Short coin. Devon says my sales have been better on Posh. We had one sale. Did you send that one out? Yeah. Posh. Okay. What was it?
The Vans, the red and white checker.
Okay. Maya says this happened to me with the reused tracking numbers like 3 times in 1 month. It was really annoying. That's interesting.
I never had that thing.
We have Rob Something's with us. Nice to see you. Q4 is very dependent on what you sell. New on box sells well, or new in box sells well. Pre-owned, no real change. My Amazon sales definitely take off mid to November, but I buy strategically for it. Mm-hmm. I agree. People generally will buy your new stuff over the pre-owned stuff. Diamond Roy, I think we should all be trying to revive our death pile rather than kill it. So get that stuff up. Now evaluate. Maybe the market's changed. Maybe you bought bad, which is probably why you've been avoiding listing it in the first place. You thought you were going to get more. I mean, there's many of us, I've done it before, where we go to that yard sale, we see like a lot of whatever, and we're like, wow, I can get a good deal on this, and these should sell well. Of course, we're not looking at our tools, and maybe we did look at our tools, and we're just focusing on the ones that sold well. We get them home, and we start really looking each one up, and you're like, this sucks. So it becomes a death pile thing, right? I still have, from that lot that we bought a couple years ago, I have a big tub full of these Barbie accessories. Those Barbie accessories, and they're on the garbage account, and I'm going to lot those things up. I'm going to get rid of those things. But I mean, how many people are going to be buying those little Barbie accessories to put in stockings for Christmas? Not so maybe we keep those.
They bought them over the last 3 years, so they're like, okay, they don't need anymore.
Well, there's other people.
I have given away. I have given them for gifts. I have sold.
But they're not easy to find. These are ones that are out of. They don't make them.
You don't have anything more special than somebody else.
Well, I have, these are special. No, and so I think what we'll do is we'll keep them as individual listings until after Christmas, and then we'll just lot the rest of them up. Or do you think I should just lot them up now? What do you guys think?
We toss them in the trash can.
Maya, did you drop the package off already? It might take a little while to update an eBay system, but if it let you upload the tracking, it should update eventually. Let's hope that works out. Devon says, I had a customer asking me to ship their items later, and I got a ding on my shipping on eBay. Yeah, you don't want to, if you have a buyer that says, look, and I know why, because they're probably not going to be home. They don't want a package sitting on their porch. So they'll say, can you wait until like Friday to ship it out? And you're like, no, I can't do that. It'll hurt my metric. If they're insistent on that, just say, look, the best I can do is cancel it. And when you're ready, buy it then, because we just can't do that. Beard says rack 7 and 9 are not listed. They're not in operation anymore.
They don't exist.
Pitco says there's a difference with just selling electronics than taking e-waste and then sorting, fixing what can be fixed. Data protection on a hard drive, recycling dead batteries, so many rules and regulations.
That
but
sounds like something I would not be appealing to me.
So like when it comes to hard drives, I'll go in. I have like this little thing that I have connected externally. I'll just pop the hard drive in. It powers on the drive. I'll go in and format it. If it's new, hasn't been messed with, it'll tell. The Western Digital has a program. Seagate, they have programs that are free, and that'll check the drive to make sure that it hasn't been formatted. And then if it is, then you just reformat it, and that works with that. We sell batteries all the time, not dead batteries though. Sid Moko, 100% on the inventory check. I found quite a few items that have been removed for whatever reason. I had no idea.
Yeah, it happens to us every single time.
Like 3 years ago, we found 70 items out of our, at the time, I think we had 500 items. We had one store, 70.
It was wild.
That were unaccounted for, had no listing attached to them. And you look in the ended, and they weren't even in the ended. They've been so far removed.
Disappeared.
Right. So we were like, oh, shit. But all this stuff now I got to list again. Got to go through it, reprice it, recreate the listings. Donna Smith says, when will the fourth quarter postal rate increase happen? Wasn't prepared for that one. Anybody know off the top of their head?
Well, Google's right there.
I know. I'm pulling up right now. Postal increase. Let's see. Holidays. Maybe I reworded that wrong. Okay. It looks like Here we go. For the holidays, it is August 8th.
August 8th. It's already been
well, no, which was approved on the 8th of August.
Oh.
So October 6th, and will remain in place till midnight on Central
January
on
19th.
January 19th.
So October 6th to January 19th.
So wow, look at them trying to take advantage of all these people with their returns. January 19th. That should be ending like the end of the year, not 19th of January, but whatever. But yeah, in the next week, this next week coming up, we'll be dealing with the peak season rates for the holidays. Anybody excited for that? And anything that's any rate increase, it tends to not be temporary.
Yeah.
Maya says, since you just added the tracking now, I'd give it a few hours. Yeah, let's see if that works out for you. Devon likes your necklace.
Oh, thank you. I just got it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister sent me it's a tree of life. I don't know. It's got an abalone back, and as most of you know, or maybe you don't know, but tomorrow, October 1st, is my 10-year sobriety birthday.
Yeah, she's been off the juice for 10 years. Good job, honey. Mike Seller.
It's far more than that, but yes, it's my sister just mailed it to me, and I opened it today.
Mike Seller says, I'm going to do an inventory on my media and use the opportunity to redo SKUs and create some lots for the slow-moving things.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Keith says, yes, you're right, John. It's 11:30 p.m. Now it's 11:52.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok says UK is 5 hours ahead of Eastern time.
Oh.
Yeah, so 8 hours difference.
Wait, Basket Noodle, you're in Australia?
Basket Noodle.
They're not
it's 7:31 in Australia. Well, he's not in Australia, but he just happens to know that it's 7:30 at 7:52 a.m. in Australia.
And hello.
Flipping from the trailer says, thank you, Jenna, about my new logo.
Oh, you're welcome. I think it's absolutely adorable. I hope you have stickers made. And if you do, I would like
I'm
one.
just not that artistic. Bearded Picker says, John can't count to 10 without skipping 7 and 9. He knows what time it is around the world. They're so strange.
Facts.
Priorities. I think more of my viewers from UK and Australia than I do of shelf 7 and 9. That's what it's about. Basket Noodle says, I have no Q4 plan, but my stuff is all vertical market. I can look it up. Look, I'm not going to pretend like, oh, yeah, me too.
Well, normally you'd be like, oh, yeah.
Anybody know what the hell a vertical market is? A vertical market, it's not a horizontal one, is a market where businesses can offer products and services to a specific group of customers, such as an industry, trade, or profession. Oh. Vertical markets are different from horizontal markets, which serve as a wide range of customers across many industries.
Medical software.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
So stay vertical.
Stay vertical, Basket.
Pitco says, we're in UK are 5 hours in your future. Yes. Daddy Games says, yep, 2330 UK.
Yeah.
Basket Noodle is also saying my 320-inch projector screen was lost at sea during COVID, as was the $279 it cost.
Oh.
Maya says, yeah, it's going to affect everyone. A lot of companies diverted their imports to West Coast ports. So it's going to be a big pile up there.
Yeah, it's going to be a show.
Does that mean we need to go and run and go get some toilet papers?
We might need to do a few things.
Get the paper towels, the toilet papers, the things that were worth a lot back in COVID.
I mean, we don't have to go crazy, but I think we should have. I mean,
we cleared a lot of room. Might as well go get some.
That's not funny. That doesn't mean we need to fill it all up again.
Honor Squad says, longshoremen make bank.
Yes, they do.
And they're trying to make more bank.
They're trying to make more bank.
I understand. Look, coming from a union, look, there's when cost of living goes up, that 2% doesn't really cover the real cost of living, like the cost of living increases that they give the workers.
Which is
nothing. I get wanting more for your workers, but to say, 70% increase in pay, that's kind of high.
It's really high. It's really a big jump. I mean, there was a time I remember when our union agreed. I don't know how it happened, but I think it was because of the wages or the minimum wage had gone up. I don't remember all the details, but I know that we got a $5 raise and back pay. And at one point, and it was wild because your paycheck goes from one extreme to another, and then you're like, wait a minute, no, I'm in a different tax bracket.
But can you imagine making $100,000 and then through the life of the contract, 6 years, you'll be making $160,000, $170,000?
That's crazy.
That just seems a little much. I'm not denigrating what they do, but it's like 30-40% seems to be more in line. I don't know. TikTok says, I think it's contrived to add chaos so people will suffer.
Yeah, that.
Susan says, I hate for the resellers on the East. Especially if they're full-time and it's like, I got bills to pay, whether or not, there's flooding going on or there's damage. I can't get to the post office. The roads are closed. You're just out of business until all that stuff's resolved. Basket Noodle says they'll solve any strike of longshoremen quick, or Kamala will deflate like a flat tire. Well, the head of that union was saying, look, okay, you can bring me to the table for 90 days. So the president can step in and say, look, this is resolved. You have 90 days. That's a cooling off period, right? But after that 90 days, they can go back to striking. So fine, you can pull me back and we'll do this for 90 days, but we'll go right back to it after that.
Yeah, but
Beard says, lighthouse fail. If the sun lights, I'm sure you meant to say, if the sun lights light pattern on a flat earth adapter fail. My English isn't that good to follow what you just said there. I don't know. Vicky's.
It sounds like Beard has been drinking, and maybe he should not comment on the live.
Vicky says, hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. Dark Horse Productions is liked for a sale, hopefully.
Yes.
Susan says, how long after someone watches one of your listings do you send an offer? Right away. Well, if it comes up, as soon as I see it, maybe they've been there for an hour or two, I'm sending them throughout the day. So I get up in the morning, I see offers, I send them. I come back and I'm listing and I see in my summary that I have offers, I send them. So I'm sending them constantly throughout the day. Devon or Henri Squaw, sorry. I wish they would give us more choices. The logo looks similar. On the shipping supplies, there used to be a better selection on the free ones with the eBay. I say free. If you're just using the coupon, it comes out to be like almost free if you're getting just the bare minimum. But yeah, they used to have a better selection. Christy Lee says, hello, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Hello,
Christy Lee.
Oh my gosh, is that your doggy? Oh.
This is one that she'll watch these videos and she'll like, here, honey, look.
Oh my God, I love it.
Susan Phelps, I'm in Texas and my sales are awful. Ooh, that's not good to hear.
No.
Becky N says, I'm in Ohio. My sales have been very slow since Friday. So that's, and I know the remnants of that storm kind of went up there too. So Susan says, I hate for the shutdown for the resellers on the East. Yeah, we know what you meant.
Yeah.
Andy Reno says, I hit the like 11 times. That's the same as hitting it once, but we appreciate that.
You didn't have to put in so much work.
Beers is okay. Tell me the joke about pumpkin.
You're late. You were late. So going back to the beginning of the show, John and I are drinking pumpkin spice. Starbucks.
Yeah. And she commented on how you hate pumpkin spice, everything.
Don't tell Beard because he hates pumpkin spice.
I said, so maybe we should start calling him pumpkin.
Yeah. So you are now moist pumpkin.
Sid Moko says, sales for me have for sure plummeted. 3 weeks ago, I hit my personal best 1 day sales total this weekend, and today barely anything. Well, I'm there with you. Today, nothing. So
today is not a
great
day.
We're just gonna keep plugging away. Maybe it's a sign that, hey, tomorrow it's gonna be really huge, and they just want to kind of temper things.
They're just giving us a break.
Chastity says, I changed my handling time, but I still made sales, and I have 24 offers to watchers to send. Don't think it has throttled me. I'm packing the sales and printing labels when I have access to power. Yeah, send those offers because people, when they're in your listing, and it prompts eBay to say, look, send this buyer or watcher. They may take a half an hour. They may take an hour. but they're online looking for something. And if you wait too long, there's a chance they've bought what they're looking for already, and your offer is just going to, it's nothing. It means nothing at that point. Southern Vermont Vintage.
Which is, I mean, poor Chastity. I mean, that's frustrating.
Maya says, yeah, I don't know. I could see it either being good or bad for resellers. On one hand, stores won't have as much stock, so people will have to come online to order.
Yeah,
I agree. But then at some point, that logjam is going to affect us when we're sourcing. So maybe you don't source new. Maybe you source yard sales, thrift stores. You may never see the impact of that. But someone like me, where I'm dealing with liquidation, it might, if it goes on for an extended period of time, it could really affect the number of items people are buying from these big retailers, and fewer sales equals fewer returns. So that means it's fewer products for the liquidation buyers to have. Maya says, on the other hand, we will have higher prices shopping for ourselves. Yeah, supply and demand. Yeah. And if you think inflation was bad for prices before, wait till demand sets in, and everyone's trying to get like the last few rolls of toilet paper. Christy Lee says, I'm not sure about eBay packing supplies. Are they discounted with the coupon? So if you have a store, I believe anything over the basic or the starter, I think anything over the starter store, you get a $25 coupon, and the larger the store you have, the more you get. So some of the, I think the 10,000 item store, you get a $50 coupon and so forth that you can apply towards every quarter towards eBay branded supplies. So it's good to get the free supplies, whether you need tape, whether you need boxes. We utilize them for boxes because we do go through more boxes than we really ever have. Basket Noodle says, government is going to screw the crap out of sellers with the Shop Safe Act. End of story. So that's been sort of in the works on the back burner for a while. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I know eBay has, through their Main Street website, has been really fighting that. And, we just all got to kind of stand with them. And, I think there's a petition. There used to be a petition. I don't know if there still is. If you go to mainstreet.com, I believe, mainstreetebay.com. I had to look it up, but it's one of those where you go on and you can at least see what the Shop Safe Act is and how it affects you. Southern Flip says, hello, FAE family. First time catching alive. Aww. Waiting on a $130 best offer payment for an Empoli Genie bottle. Ooh. I think I said that right. Empoli Genie bottle. I hit the like button. All right.
Yay. Well, thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. I'd like to think, though, that hitting the like button is going to be its own sale. It's not going to have anything to do with waiting for that payment. Yeah. Mike Seller, seems to me that most new regulations are just another form of taxation. Yeah. Taxation or control, right? To me, it's like all about control. The way this government for many years, going back many years, has printed money. I don't think it's more about getting money. I think it's more about controlling what we do and how we do it. Maya says, then I'm wondering how the shippers will be affected. On the East Coast, trucks won't be transporting the imported products. On the West Coast, they'll be slammed, so affect USPS and carriers.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a giant shit show.
Alicia says, Q4 can't wait. Wishing you all an amazing Q4 selling frenzy. Yes, thank you.
We hope you have an amazing... What?
She's laughing.
We hope you have an amazing Q4, Alicia.
That's not right. Susan Phelps is maybe referring to a kid's meal. Look, this ain't no Diddy party.
Hey,
Pitco says the eBay GPSR general product safety regulation is stupid. That's the UK one. Doesn't even make sense. Yeah, let's not make sense of it or try to. Ashley Sims says, hey guys, listening and listening. Old 1970s Las Vegas ephemera.
Ooh, I bet that's exciting.
Yeah, that's good stuff. We had that 1975. I remember we had the 1975 Elvis Presley. It was the menu from the International for the Elvis concert, and someone had it tucked in an old Elvis record that we bought, and that thing fetched like $100. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Wild,
and it went pretty fast. Let's see. Devon says, going to make these sad lawsuits go like steroids. Oh, the Shop Safe Act. Well, let's hope there's not a whole lot that comes of that. Christy Lee says, just started the basic store. Haven't seen a coupon. Have to search for it. Yeah, you got to make sure that, now I might be wrong. It's either the basic is the store level that allows you the coupon. I think it is, because the starter store doesn't give it to you. And then you go under, I believe you'll go under your seller hub to subscriptions. If I'm not, no, that's not it. Is it managed subscriptions? Someone knows where it is. I'm always fighting. It's like every 3 months I'm searching for it again. I don't have a link set up. I probably should have it, but it's somewhere in your seller hub where you go and you find the link to get to the coupons. Carrie Smith says, hello, first time to comment, but never miss a show. Well, awesome. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. We really, really appreciate each and every one of you. You have 161 people watching, and there's a ton of people who watch after the fact who just can't make the time that we have set up here. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. The Crazy Card says, hi, thanks for being here. The Crazy Card. Susan says, sell on eBay for fun, but some income's always nice. So yeah, that's a little extra spending money. How many people are just going to be selling here in the Q4 for Christmas money? I know, like Silver Hair, he likes to sell on eBay for his cruises, and there's a lot of people who, I think that is the best way to resell. If you don't need the money, you don't have the pressure, the extra money coming in is nice. And, if you're doing it for like a Christmas fund, that is to me, the best place to be. Nissa says the bearded pumpkin. He does have the head for it. He does have the pumpkin head a little bit. Susan Phelps says, John needs to learn how to decipher what people are saying in their comments. Thank goodness Jenna is there.
Sometimes it's a little hard to read it and then understand it at the same time.
I mean, how long have I been doing this? If I haven't learned by now, it probably ain't going to happen. Brett says, hi from OC, sipping on my pumpkin cheesecake boba. Oh. And Butu, take a baby dog. About to. Or maybe not. Take a baby dog walk to the park.
Oh, yes. How fun.
Well, stay cool. It's still warm over there, too.
Yeah, we're having this stupid heat wave.
Pot G Grimm says, forget cake. John's the entire bakery. Okay, I'm done messing with you. Time to have a good one meal snack.
I love it.
Honor Squad says the label error is being discussed on the boards. They were advising people to use pirate ship for their labels over the weekend. I didn't have a problem today. Yes, and this is something we need to do.
What do we need to do?
And I wanted to keep it simple for her when she first took over the shit. Not saying that you need to have things simplified, but really I wanted to keep things simplified just because you're in there doing the labels and stuff. I didn't want to add anything to that. And so she runs most of the labels through eBay. Now she'll go on to FedEx, and you're still doing that, I hope, right?
Of course.
And running the FedEx labels there rather than running them through eBay. But really, if you're doing UPS and USPS labels, it might actually earn you some money if you have a credit card that gives you cash back and you're running your labels through pirate ship with that as the form of payment. And then over a year, I don't know how much you're selling, but if you're selling quite a bit on eBay, all those labels are going to add 1% of all the labels you spend are going to add up. You certainly aren't getting anything from eBay. And usually you're going to get either the same discount on your labels or a little bit better on pirate ship. John Gaynor says, hi, Jenna and John. Question, what do you think is the best way to get more buyers into your store? Well, as far as into your store, hopefully that means you're selling within a niche. You can do newsletters. You can, I think there's a way to promote your store, and I believe there is through marketing. Let's see, discounts or buyer groups. There's looking at it right now, but there's a way to advertise campaigns for your store to drive traffic. So let's say you sell knitting supplies, right? So you want to focus on trying to get more buyers. maybe through that. Stores don't mean a whole lot to me because I sell everything. So that's my weak point. I really can care less about stores. But what I would also do, if you sell within a niche, get the little 2x4 stickers, and the kind that you could put into a thermal printer. Print up a little sticker, a thank you, and like a code for your private coupon, and put that on all your packages. So if someone's buying from you constantly, they'll have that 10% off or 15, 20% off, make it more than 10%, like 15 to 20% off coupon to get them back to your store. So like, oh yeah, they got a lot of the stuff that I buy. I'll be back to buy more with this coupon. For me, I tried that because I sell everything. It didn't work. So it depends on what you're selling. So as far as if you're an everything seller trying to get people more buyers, just keep listing. That's the best practice I would follow. That's what we're trying to do. Pitco says, is Pumpkin Picker, Bearded Picker going live after? No, he does his on Fridays.
Unless he gets a wild hair.
He could do it. But if you'll let us know, we'll tell you guys about it. Maya says, every time I had this happen, it was with pirate ship. I never used eBay labels. That's interesting that they would do that. Mad Hatter says, go Broncos. Well, I'm sorry about that. Maya says, it's an error that says this tracking number.
You skipped me.
Oh, okay. It's an error that says the tracking number is already used by another seller. Is that the glitch we're talking about? Yeah, I think that's weird. The one.
I've never thank you.
Major Win says, hey, John and Jenna, nice to see you, Major Win. We have Debbie Finger says, hi, we're here working while you motivate.
Nice.
Hopefully I'm motivational in some way, shape, or form. So thank you for saying that.
Today is Monday Motivate, but we don't really
really
gotten into, like, maybe I should on Monday. Motivate Monday should be like a.
Well, we're going to be motivating some people here very soon with a giveaway, so stay tuned for that.
True.
I'm just trying to get through the comments. Once I get through most of the comments here, I know I'm behind, but this is where I usually kick up a gear here. Christy Lee says, I'm the only old school that hand writes my shipping labels.
Oh, Lord, yeah, girl.
We're going to hopefully fix that for you.
Yeah, you need your hands to pet that beautiful puppy.
I'm also one of your loyal viewers who never comment. Listening to you two fuss at each other every Monday is a ritual of mine. Married love. I love you guys. Team Jenna. Built to flip. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sure I have a team somewhere out there. KC New York says, hi, everyone. I'm usually listening while working on listings, so I'm not chatting. I want to be entered in your giveaway.
Nice.
Well, stay tuned. We're going to tell you how to do that here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Beard says, it's really sad, John, that you're selling off your personal Barbie collection. I had to do it. I have to let it go at some point, you know. Maya says, this is what happens to me in April.
This was
happening to me in April. You got to start reading all these comments and then get on me afterwards. This is happening to me in April and May, and the tracking numbers were all down from pirate ship. I'm like reading like in
I don't
circles.
know what's wrong with you.
I'm trying to hurry because I'm way behind, and I want to get to the giveaway, but I'm way behind. Spam Banshee. There is a reported glitch with some USPS shipping labels generated through eBay. Some tracking numbers have previously been used. It's on the technical issues board. So I think for me, though, okay, I'm having an issue with this tracking number. Let's cancel the label out and let's try another one.
Yeah.
Dark Horse has tossed that junk, John.
Yeah, the Barbie shit.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm going to lot it off. Susan Phelps.
We've already sold it in lots.
My mom passed at 93 in 2020 and has so much that she passed down. There's only so much my kids will still want. Hate to sell. Get it sold.
I agree, but you know what? Sometimes, like for our family, my mom holds on to everything, and so between my grandmothers, my aunts that have all passed away, we take usually about 5 pieces of something, whether it's jewelry, a figurine. I have a couple of things from my aunt. I have some things from my grandmother. But I learned as I get older, my kids are not going to want those things. And so I got rid of quite a bit of stuff that was just being toted from one house to the next as we moved. And now I don't have as much as I used to. but I feel good about the things that I kept. So
yeah, I see what you're saying here. Yeah, my point is not through eBay specifically. Apparently, USPS is reusing tracking numbers, and that's what I'm saying. If it's a glitch, it's not happening every time. That's why I would say, cancel that label out and then repurchase it. And because the point is, you want to get that mailed out right away, right? So you don't want to be fighting eBay, trying to paste the number into eBay and getting that error message. So that's how I would resolve it. But now a lot of people don't want to have that charge from pirate ship, sitting around until you get that refund. But yeah. I've had to do that before, not for that reason, but have had to refund a label on pirate ship, and they do refund your money. Mm-hmm. Big Dre says, hello, everyone. Just finished getting 10 orders out of my garage.
Nice.
A little over $500. There you go.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Good job.
Dark Horse says, just ship all the computers with no drive. Still, good luck getting customers willing to install Windows or Linux. There's people out there who'll do it. Keith says, formatting hard drives are not protecting data as even formatted hard drives, you can recover data. Not allowed here in the UK. That's interesting. Good to know that. Alicia says, pirate ship is cheaper than eBay labels. Never have had an issue.
See, and okay, so like about a month or maybe even 2 ago, we were on this pirate ship gig again, and I started comparing prices from eBay to pirate ship on USPS items. No difference in price.
Roman says, John and Jenna were celebrating big time yesterday after Raiders beat the best team in the NFL. Yeah,
what happened?
Well, the Browns.
They lost.
The Browns won. Not the Browns, but the Raiders beat the Browns without their 2 best players. Oh, what does that say about the Browns?
The Raiders beat the Browns? What?
That's because they showed up. They showed up wearing high school uniforms. Oh. Pitco says you can sell used electronics in the UK, but for the waste side of things, as a business, you need a waste license. Yeah, that's just a lot. Like you'd probably lose half your seller base if we had to go through all that trouble out here. Diamond Roy says, congrats on your sobriety.
Thank you so much.
And so does Samantha. And so does DM Ephemera.
Very
and Roman just laughs about it.
Thank you, everybody.
And Susan.
It means the world to me.
Pitco says, who cares what time it is? It's always Margaritaville somewhere, right?
Maybe over in the UK, but not for here.
Alicia says, someone asked me before to ship something late, and I was no ghostwriter.
No ghostwriter. That's right.
Let's see. Let's see if I can get started. Here's my skip mode.
Come on,
I'm trying to get caught up here.
It's because you talk too much in your diatribe, and now you have to rush and skip.
Well, you've been talking too, ma'am. I just got to let you know that. I don't know if you remember that part of it. Chastity says, yeah, sat outside with them for a while since it was cooler outside.
Yeah, I bet.
Coppercat, congrats on your sobriety. That's a great accomplishment. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Or keep doing what you're not doing.
Yeah,
that too. Charlie McBride says, thank you for your show. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Charlie.
We got Larry Way Out. Thanks for being here, Larry. Nice to see you again.
Larry.
How are you guys doing? Roman says the whole Raiders team has toilet seats they bought from John and Jenna. Yep. They're very safe. They don't have to slip when they're, doing their thing. Beard says, I have not been drinking. Siri hates me. Damn voice to text. We need a Southern Siri. It's time to get rid of that accent. Lilac Seller says, hey, all. Meg. Happy Monday. Thanks for being
Meg.
Here. Let's see.
Oh, his name is Quincy. Oh, my gosh. I'm so cute.
Beard says, I like pumpkin pie, just not pumpkin spice anything. I moved all my inventory and filled a 10 by 30 unit. Give me a break. I can't just drop it to be here on time.
Oh, geez. Please.
You can put it on your phone while you're driving or something, but we'll only skip a couple comments of yours. That's all.
The like button twice for disrespect.
Ashley says, I just got my sale, $59.99 for a tiny Kiwanis pin. There you go.
Nice.
Someone wanted that pin. Junk Trader, Anissa, I've been wearing them. They are 5 of the same thing. People probably think I never changed my shirt.
Oh, is that the Todd situation?
Jerry says, under marketing, then seller discounts for shipping discounts. So marketing. Seller discount. Or it says discounts and your discounts. Well, that's shipping discounts.
shipping discounts.
Okay. I thought you were talking about maybe the coupon, but
why does this say new?
Because they're up there screwing around with all this stuff, adding new buttons and new things to click on. Roman says, Todd told me that if I keep cheering for the Browns, my sobriety anniversary will never happen. That's about right. Pitco says, the basic store, you don't get the coupon. It's the second or third store you get a coupon. Yeah. Jerry Johnson's under marketing, then seller discounts for quarterly coupons for shipping supplies. So make sure you're using that today, because if you haven't used that for Q3, it's going to be gone tomorrow. Chastity says, my Christmas sales are going to be for a generator. I'll be prepared for this stuff if it happens again.
God. Well, yeah. I pray that it doesn't ever happen on this level again.
Lisa Duray is with us. Nice to see Duray. I always get it wrong.
I think you were right. Phonics. I think I was wrong last time. I say Dur. He says Dury.
Roman says, I hit the like button and got sober.
Yes.
We'll see about that at the next rally.
Nothing wrong with being sober.
We'll see about that at the next rally. Dennis Hubbard says, hi all. 4-day offer expiring stinks when you're planning time away. Had to stop sending offers almost a week ahead to avoid accounts ding for late shipping. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
So yeah, stop taking. That's a good tip. If you're about to go on vacation or on a trip, do turn off offers, because you'll have that 4-day period where your buyer may not pay until the last day. Big Dre says, one return today of $80 and another customer says it was incomplete. Marked it as new open box. I did mention what was missing, so I guess AI won't select open box unless it's complete. So yeah, according to what eBay says, even if the item looks brand new, if it's missing parts, you can't list it as open box, from what I understand. It has to be used. And there's times I'll do that and I'll say, look, this thing was taken out of the box. Looks like it may have been tried once, but it's missing this thing, and listed as used. Big Dre says, I told him to return the item for a full refund, but haven't heard from him since.
Of course.
Susan Phelps says, bearded pumpkin have a patch. Wondering how many pumpkins he has. He does have a patch.
He has one right
here.
It's
a little trimmed, but it used to be a really bushy patch. And there might have been pumpkins in there. I'm not sure.
He's gonna roast you.
Christy Lee, he roasts me all the time anyway.
I know.
Just handwrite the item. Just handwrite them. No, don't handwrite. We don't want to handwrite.
Do that, girlfriend. You need to save the hand muscles for Quincy.
Here he goes. No cell service at building. It is 2 miles from here. Not starting your video. Big snack. You're the 55-inch TV. Called me the big snack, huh? All right, well. Roman Adventures, Charlie McBride.
Wait. What did he say? He's praying.
Oh, my daughter was an alcoholic for years.
Ooh.
Gave her life to Jesus and know her is doing great.
But now she is doing great.
Oh.
Very awesome.
Yeah, that is very, very good.
That is so awesome.
Samantha says, John, I have some magazines to sell, but is there a cheaper way to mail these out and intend of the USPS $5 charge? No, I'd say you have to send those out by Ground Advantage, or if it's larger than probably Ground Advantage is your best bet, because magazines have advertisements and you can't use media mail for those. So it sucks, that you can't. You can send books and stuff like that, but you really can't do that with magazines. So now I want to, since I've caught up on the comments and everything, I feel really proud of myself.
Susan, you are not helping. What did Susan say?
Oh, I don't know. But want to get to what we're doing here. We're going to be doing a giveaway. And
Beard is pissy today.
Well, let's get to it.
Oh, we're doing
Now, we have a new sponsor to the channel. It is Jaden's. And they sell like printing supplies, like they'll sell the thermal printers, which is what we like as resellers. If you're handwriting labels, it's time to get with it and improve your shipping experience. And, if you're handwriting labels, that means you're probably paying full rate at the post office, and it's time to save yourself some money and just to make it a little easier. And they don't take up a lot of space, but Jaden's, I can show you here. It's a lot like the Rollo. This is the one I have. I unplugged mine. It's almost in every aspect the same as a Rollo and all that.
They also have white, which is what I have.
They have different colors.
They have pink.
And this is kind of what you'll get. I don't know if it's going to be black, white, or pink or whatever, but this is what we're going to give away today. And it's going to come directly from Jaden. So we're going to have to get your information if you want to win.
You're going to have to send us your address and also.
So here's the deal, guys. When I take on a sponsor, I make sure it's something that I use. So this is the label that we both use. We have two, one in here, one in the shipping room. And it has to be a good product. And I can tell you that it has 4.5 stars on Amazon. If you want to check them out yourself, it's Jadens. But you can use the link down below to get 14% off of your order through Jaden. So you can see it's much less than a lot of the bigger brands. And I can tell you this is one thing I liked about Jaden's over the last one I used. I'm not going to say the name of the brand. You guys already probably know. When I have to do a Mercari label and I have to go in and run their label, or a UPS label from like Amazon, or just a label that I have to do off the cuff, I'm not doing it directly through Pirate Ship or eBay. It used to be very dim on the other thermal printer. Now, the one I ran for you, I had a buyer who actually wanted to provide his own label. It was a seller on eBay. So I said, okay, fine. I mean, it worked out. I gave him his money back for his shipping, but I just thought it was not going to work out because it wasn't going to be a very legible label. And guess what? This thing was very bright. It was very, very dark.
It was very bold.
Very bold on the page. And so very impressed. But also, if you want to do this from your phone, so like this one here, it's the one I just showed you. You could do this thing from your phone. You can do all kinds of different size labels, all the different stuff like Pirate Ship and all the different shipping you can do through Amazon, and you can do it through your phone. So whether you do it on your computer or your phone, you can just run labels there, and it's just a really, really solid printer. And I know these printers come with the label feeder too, so you can put your labels in the little
That's
feeder
what
thing.
I love, because honestly, I like organization, and if the labels are just sitting there flopping around, it just gets under my skin. So
for me, it was very important and I'm just trying to get this.
Wow, Beard.
What did he say?
He said, is Jenna allowed to use a new printer? Did you have to add a chapter in shipping for dummies?
Oh, wow. She does a good job with shipping. In fact, she'll
kick your ass.
She Frankenboxes for me when I have an item that doesn't really have a box that I know needs to be boxed. So she'll do that for me. She does a really good job though. But what I want to do is I want you guys, whoever wants to win this printer, and it'll be shipped to you straight from Jaden's, is we're going to do hashtag. I'll put it in. I don't want to be the winner though, but hashtag Jaden's.
I don't think you can.
Jadens.
Pumpkin my ass. That's what I'm saying.
So,
you are no pumpkin.
If you see in the chat, it's hashtag Jadens, and that enters you into the giveaway. Okay, so do that, and I'm going to get this thing set up. Give you guys a few minutes to do that.
Christy, I hope you win. That would be so fun.
Okay, so let me get to this here, and I will put the information in and give you guys a chance. Hashtag Jadens. Make sure you get that S in there. And we will get started here in just a minute and show you guys. But one thing, and I'll tell you, we'll give maybe another minute or two for you guys to get in there and to put that in there. One thing that was very important for me is that they were willing to participate in a giveaway for you guys. So I always want to involve you guys in these sponsorships to give back to the channel and to you guys. And they might be doing more later on down the road. But for now, it's a good start. And I certainly appreciate Jaden's and thank them for sponsoring the channel. And if you guys click on the link down below, if you're interested in a Bluetooth thermal printer, we do get like a percentage of the sale. So it does it does help the channel. But that's not why we do it. Of course, we do like to bring products to you guys that really, yeah, that just, Brett, that just negated your entry.
Kicked you out of out of the entry. Keith, your pound is. Did you do that on purpose? Because your pound is not a pound sign.
Yeah, you use the like the euros or the you actually did use the pound sign for like for monies, but he corrected it. So
he did. Okay.
So I think we're gonna get rolling with that. What do you think? What do you think? We present the screen.
Good luck, everybody! I'm so excited to give this away.
And so here is the giveaway tool. As you can see, I have hashtag JADENS, and we'll start collecting the comments. We have 48 people.
Wow.
So we're going to go ahead and run this thing. Okay. So good luck, everyone. Now do me a favor. If you win, please contact us at flippinainteasy2020@gmail.com with your mailing information, because if we don't hear from you, we're going to give it away on Friday again. We're not going to chase everyone down. And so we want you to get a hold of us. Okay. So again, hashtag JADENS, and let's draw it. Here we go. Who's going to win? Daddy Games.
Daddy Games
is the winner. Daddy Games is the winner. And I should next time get a drum roll thing. That would make sense, shouldn't I?
Yeah. I asked if there was a sound.
I know. I could have did this, but Daddy Games is the winner. And please make sure you
send us your. I just put our email in the chat, so send us an email at flippinainteasy2020@gmail.com.
And I don't know what color you're going to get. They have white, they have pink, and they have black. But I can promise you this, that I have mine set up with Bluetooth, and I don't have to keep it next to my computer anymore, connected to USB. I have it right under my laser printer in a really cool area. It's like not in my way at all. She used to bang this thing when she walked by. I did too, and it's not in the way anymore. So many benefits of having a Bluetooth printer, and you can print from your phone, which is kind of cool too. So Daddy Games, congratulations.
Yeah, and congratulations.
For everyone else, use the link in the description down below and go get yourself
Christy, check out the link.
Yeah.
No more writing.
Look, don't pay, what is it, $170 to $200 for a thermal printer when you can get it for, $70.
Yeah, I actually, I like this one better than I liked the previous one.
Yeah, because it's not in the way. It's the Bluetooth, it does take like an extra second because it's getting that signal wirelessly. But if it's not in your way, you can put it anywhere. And I like that part of it, because you only need it when you need it, and when you're not using it, you want it out of your way.
Roman says he still draws shipping labels with a pencil.
I draw shipping labels with a pencil. Dark Horse says, I hate my HP printer. That's a paperweight. And don't get me wrong, we still have a laser printer. If there's ever an issue like running, like sometimes it doesn't format properly. It has nothing to do with the software of the label company. It's really because we've had multiple different brands, and it's the same thing. For whatever reason, it just doesn't format properly. You got to run it through your laser printer.
Yeah, and Christy, yes, when you go to the post office and purchase your labels there, you are paying more for your labels than you would pay with the discounted shipping on either Pirate Ship or eBay itself. So I would really, really highly look into not only saving your hands and time is money, and the longer it takes to write out somebody's address, that's more time that you have to do other things like pet Quincy.
So now, Daddy, I'm over here handwriting these jokers, but not only that, you're spending time handwriting them, but you're not getting the discounted rates.
So really, really honestly, we want you to save money.
Yeah.
And whether, I mean,
print it on your printer at home
for you to use our link, but regardless of that, I just want to see you get lower rates.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't have a thermal printer, print it from your printer at home.
Yeah.
It's going to save you some money.
Yeah.
Whether you're selling one item a week or one item a month, don't pay the USPS more money for the same service.
Those prices are outrageous.
Devon says, I have a brother, but I do not know how to use a regular printer. Use a regular printer. I don't know. Maybe that was a joke. I don't know. Judah says, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Beer says, if it doesn't format properly, print it to a PDF and then use Adobe. Take a snapshot to print. And we did do that. The other brand that you guys know, I have no problem with. I'm not going to throw shade at it, but I'm not going to talk about it. They just, when you did that and printed that label, it was always very faint. And people are like, well, go into the settings. You don't have to do that with this one.
Yeah, you didn't. Gail wants to know what model do we have?
It's oops, let me go to it real quick. It's I got rid of the link here. Here, you read it. It's right here. It's on the bottom there.
It says JD. That's like,
no, it's down here. JD.
Yeah, dash 268 BT.
So it's this one right here. I'll take you there. I am taking you there. I'll add the stage. So it's this one right here. 268 BT. That's the one we have. And they have well, this one is for the black one.
It's not showing different colors.
I don't know. They usually have different colors. Okay, this is the same one in different colors. So they got the pink and they got the white.
I have a white one.
Yeah, and
I didn't know there was a pink one. Otherwise,
well, they didn't give us the option.
No,
they then we were they were nice enough to send us.
Yeah,
because I told them, look, I'm not going to promote your printer if I don't know if it's any good. If it's not better than the one that I have right now, it would be, not even worth my time to do that. I'm not gonna have a different experience. I guess Beard's doing his thing. So thank
goodness he's doing something.
I guess there's a lot of clapping going on by Florida Natural. Yes, John took the pink one. Yes. Nick Rinaldi says, to the person buying at the post office, it's not just a few cents or dollars at the post office. It's close to 40% more. If you're shipping hard goods, it can be $10 to $15 per package.
Yes.
And don't forget the time you're standing in line.
Exactly.
And
time is money.
Yes. So, save yourself the time, money, headache. It's so much easier when you just have to drop off the label and don't have the but the package and not have to stand in line. And like Susan, she uses her printer from home. Even if you're using your printer from home, it's much better than handwriting.
Yeah. So, guys, I think that is the end of our show.
Again, Daddy Games, send us an email
send us an email.
flippingainteasy2020@gmail.com. We'll send that over to Jaden's and have them send the printer out to you. So congratulations on that. Guys, Q4 is here. Hopefully you had a plan and going to stick to it. And we're going to make the best out of Q4 no matter what things get thrown at us. But figuring that out and seeing what happens is yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. I want you guys to have an excellent week. And we will talk to you guys very soon.
Have a good week, guys. We love you.